savage. That the magic. It's automatic. Got a master. Who was that? Living legend.
That means it's my time. Hi everyone. Good morning. Got home at 10:30 yesterday, and first event's at 9 a.m. today. So we are 7 a.m.
Yeah, 7:30.
We're 7:30 a.m. We're leaving for the venue in 15 minutes. Gonna pump a protein shake and some nice hotel breakfast. The eggs here are uneatable. And we're getting ready for day 2. My back is so stiff, but that's sort of usual for comps. Otherwise, I feel pretty good. Unfortunately, the breakfast attendant was not here today, so there's not really anything in terms of things that need to be made. Ergo, waffle. But I probably would have got a waffle anyway, to be fair. We're only an hour out from first event, so you can't eat too much or you'll puke. And then we've got about a 12-hour break between event 1 and event 2, so I could go to a buffet if I wanted to. I think I'm just gonna go fast the whole way.
Like the whole
time
to finish.
Yeah.
Would be, I mean, the faster that you can get there, like
Yeah.
there's not any speed difference, that would be ideal.
Yeah.
Let's just see.
Now, Mateusz won log into yoke last year. I've been very excited for it. He won it at 42 seconds.
Okay.
Give me a time to beat.
Do you think you could do 38?
I'm
Is that
thinking
what you said? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
I did 460 into 155 in training in 33.
Okay. How far did you have to move from the end of the yoke to the log?
I ran the distance back, 15 meters.
So it won't.
It won't be that.
If they set it up the same way, it won't be quite that far, because you'll probably finish the yoke and then walk out to the log or run up to the log.
I think 35 is the target.
35.
Yeah.
Okay.
And what we're gonna do is,
Are you trying to bet me on this?
no, I'm not betting you.
Okay.
I'm not betting because there's no downside for me. But Evolution will be putting up 10 grand.
I knew we were dancing to a finish line somewhere there. So
Well, I lost money yesterday. I need to start recouping somehow.
yeah, no, you're in a good spot, man. You're in a good spot.
It's funny. You get so into every event.
Yeah.
But there's so many points.
Yes.
Like on the half. So I was sort of looking at everyone, and I'm like, Trey is well ahead of me.
Yeah.
But he's not great arm over arm. I could catch him in one event.
Yeah.
Same thing with
So
Alexa.
see, you have points. Again, look at it, total 30 points on the table, right? So there's a lot of points to be made up here. I'm curious. Did you get to watch the testing of this?
Well,
The arm over arm.
I didn't see Jerry test it, but we got to test it.
You did. Okay.
Yeah,
How did it
not
feel?
comp weight. Feels okay, but there's so much slack in that rope because it's so long.
Okay.
So guys will heave and they'll get about 8 clicks.
Okay.
And then they'll go to grab again and they'll heave and they'll get about 3.
Okay.
So I think tension on that rope the whole time is super important.
Massively important.
So yeah, I think that's the name of the game really. Like I had this little strategy that was like a half heave, half arm over arm. So like I never actually had to, I always had 2 hands on it.
Okay.
But I never had to do like a big sit back.
Okay.
So maybe that'll work, but you really don't know until it's in your hands. You're like,
Because the platform is back, right?
Yeah.
It looks like it's back. So you
It's
have
the
rope.
final.
You have rope from there to there.
no. From where we are, all the way to the back of the apparatus, and then up all the way to the top,
Oh,
and
that's
then
how-
to
I see, okay.
You probably have 40 meters of rope.
So there's a lot of rope.
Oh, yeah.
So keeping tension is
Yeah.
massive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because once you get the tension out of the rope, the sled actually doesn't feel that much heavier than the rope itself.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's not like you hit the sled and you're like, okay, now I pull. You're like pulling, and it's just the rope, and then the sled will start moving.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be curious to see, but again, good points, right? Like, so just keep the pressure on, and that's the name of the game right now.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Good day today.
We will see. I think I'm off to the venue now. We're at the venue. Welcome. We've got my pack mule,
The Sherpa here.
Banana Mike,
I said where? Oh, hang on.
Mom and Ashley.
I'm not your
What event are you most excited for today?
I am your
The
partner.
yoke.
What event are you least excited for today?
Swear until I can.
The last one, depending on your position.
And rate my performance yesterday on a scale of 1 to 10.
So then I put a pillow on my head. I nearly put a pillow on his head.
I know.
Rate my performance on a scale of 1 to 10.
I love you. It would be probably 7.
No, like a 5.
I was gonna say 7, 7.5.
Yeah.
It's just I'm
Friendly
lucky.
family.
They're too nice.
Friendly
Yeah,
family.
little off.
No, well, because you did so well. Like the deadlift, you did really well. It's just some other guys did a little more.
It's what you said in the predictions too. It's like if you make one little mistake or you miss one rep, it's the difference between first and fifth or seventh. It's not the difference between first and third like it is in some competitions. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's pretty competitive today, so I think
Well-
it's great. New day.
No mistakes today. Let's see what we can do. And event 4 done. Roller coaster. It was. I went 5th in the order because they're going by overall standings, and I was 20 seconds faster than anyone else. So the next best time was a minute 2, minute 3. I finished at 42 seconds, and then every guy who went after me beat me. It was Martinez had a great run at 33 seconds. Then everyone else is very close, within a few seconds of me, and just got pinched out a little bit. And that's the benefit of doing better early in the comp, where you have that mark and you have something to chase. Where when I was 20 seconds up on the guy before me, it's hard to pace it up properly. But when I got off the coaster, I knew that was not a competitive time to win, just in how it felt. But it felt pretty good, felt pretty light. Just should have been faster, wasted a bit of time trying to wrap my hand on one that I really didn't have to do. So, you live and you learn. I stay in 5th place, really good event to come, and we'll wrap up with stones and see where it all shakes out.
So, do you think you would have changed your strategy based on like what Martins did?
Oh, yeah.
And like because the shorter pulls like seem to be the strategy for this.
Yeah, well, the lighter it is, the more, the shorter you can be with it. And so that's why you saw me doing big heaves, because everyone before me had to do that, where, you would have seen you don't have to. You could have just pulled it much faster. But that's the nature of things. That's how it goes. And it's experience. Experience is all I can say. We'll keep growing.
On to the next.
On to the next. Yeah, 32 is okay for you?
That's fucking good.
Yeah.
Mate. That was really good. You got
I mean,
pleased with that.
People
Every
want
result
to
went
compare me to
perfectly.
Killer Scoushy.
No, that was
That's
better
10
than
seconds faster.
That was. Yeah, I looked up the results and I was saying online, we knew it was a good time to beat. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, thank you.
Really good.
Thank you.
And
Needed it,
all the other results kind of went perfectly for you as well.
pretty much.
You're now joint third with
Yeah, with
Martins.
Martinez.
Yeah.
Which is an issue going into the Stones, but we'll see what we can do.
He's got a hip issue. He's injured his hip.
Oh, fuck. These guys are injured and then pull PBs. And, it's much
Oh, I know. You got to focus on doing your best, but you've kind of pulled yourself right back
And
up.
I'll be after him.
Yeah.
There's no rationale for me to not. So I was lot number drawn after him. I beat him in the last event, and I have more event wins. There's
In that
no
case,
rationale.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
2 wins at the Rogue Invitational. First year doing it. Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah,
Feel good? Body
Yeah.
feel alright?
pretty much the normal. Like hips a bit stiff.
How you
backs
finding
a bit
like the
stiff.
slower pace comp?
It's not dissimilar to Worlds,
Worlds.
not dissimilar to the Arnold. Sort of is what it is, Like nutrition and hydration is the hardest thing. Otherwise, like it's nice to have the CrossFitters going because it's something to watch and
Yeah.
yeah.
I know you
nice
get
to talk
bored
to.
otherwise, don't you? 'Cause you've
Fucking
got
bored
nothing to
ass. Bored ass. That's my number one strongman complaint. Is like, let's go. But to be honest, I think Pablo's still back there with a heart rate of 180. He'll probably need 2 hours for that to come
Really,
down.
really interesting watching some of those results.
Yeah,
You were just watching from upstairs. What was perfect about it? You didn't waste any time.
yeah.
Some of the guys were like putting the log down, taking a deep breath, and you were
Yeah.
just kind of like held onto it straight back up.
I think they needed it though. Like no one, Alexi didn't look smooth.
I was surprised with Alex, even when he went down with the yoke as well, because he was then in a position where there's no pressure.
Yeah.
He didn't just chase you.
Yeah.
A solid performance. He probably could have got second place.
Yeah.
But obviously he went down. The guys are obviously feeling this.
Trey could sneak in and win.
Trey's, he's a good stone lifter.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if Alexi has one weakness, it is stone sometimes.
Yeah, he's been having some hamstring issues, so.
So all to fight for. It's been good.
So when I won the last event, there was some complaints and correction from you. Anything there? Are we all right?
I was pretty happy.
Yeah.
With that. Third place, baby.
Yeah.
You got to be happy with that.
Yeah, given the circumstances, given how I feel, given the fight that it took to come back, podium streaks at 6.
Still on the podium.
Yeah.
The last, what was that, 6 shows in a row now?
6 in a row. Haven't missed since World.
We're going to have a little break now. Please.
Yeah, please from me as well. I've promised Ashley 2 weeks of exercise with her.
Okay.
So you're off the hook.
That's good. I'm not gonna program anything for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it up to Ashley.
You're safe.
How'd you feel, man? It was a great competition. Your first time over here. Obviously, you know, all athletes come to win, and that was the goal.
Yeah.
Wanted to win, but top 3 is an amazing finish against this lineup. How do you feel about the performances?
I left a lot of points out there, to be honest. I left points out there on the roller coaster. I left points out there on the deadlift. I left points out there on the dumbbell. If 2 of those 3 had gone well, I would have won. And I know that I'm that close. There's a couple of things to clean up. But all in all, I put myself in the same category as Alexi, where I'm just not going to miss podiums unless something goes horribly wrong. Which, this one for me, it's a big personal win. And this almost feels better than my win in Scotland or my win at the Arnold. Because fighting back from being in 7th, performing poorly, feeling tired, feeling beat up, coming back and finishing 2nd, 3rd, and 3rd on stones, another improvement for me.
The stones were the biggest improvement.
Sorry, 2nd on stones.
Yeah, 2nd you were.
Second to
on
Trey.
stones. So 2nd on stones to Trey. You looked really good transitioning between them. Made big improvements on there. You won 2 events, which was unbelievable. The yoke into the log was. I don't think anyone can say anything about that. That was just incredible. Yeah, the deadlift, we wanted that extra rep. The dumbbell, we wanted an extra rep. But that's things we can go away and work on.
Absolutely.
I think it's been a good first year for this man in strongman.
Can I tell you one about the stones?
Yeah.
This tends to the thing that I don't really have a routine. I don't really care. Max comes up to me about 2 minutes before I go to do the stones. And he goes, do you have your belt? I go, no, I don't worry about using stones. He says, why? I'm like, oh, I can't bend down the same. It doesn't feel right. He's like, he gives me the triple ply belt. He goes, wear it like this, put it here. It'll be better in case the stone slips. I'm like, fine, sure. But
You do it.
I chuck it on. It was either stone 4 or 5. I go to extend up and the stone slips a bit, and it had pinched my stomach in enough that then it sat back down onto me. I'm like, oh, love you, Max.
Hey, 'cause that's one great thing about strongmen. They all help each other, don't they? It's a great sport, and this man has got big future ahead of him. 3rd place at the Rogue Invitational, top 3 in almost every show he's done this year. Next year, he's going to win the Worlds.
Big call.
No pressure. No pressure.
Dramatic effect at the end of the video. Don't be
You know,
panic.
if it happens, it happens.
Yeah.
You gotta believe it's going to happen.
If I'm rested and I'm prepped,
Like
all
you said
things
today,
being equal.
1 rep more on the deadlift, 1 rep more on the dumbbell. Better performance on the arm over. If you got to go last on the arm over arm, probably could have been better.
well, and a better performance on the deadlift or dumbbell would have had me going further back in the arm over arm. I would have had a better idea. Yeah,
There's little ifs
very
and buts.
close. Very
But
close.
regardless, you still performed fantastically well. Should be
And that's
proud of
it. I'm not happy with my performance as a whole, and you still take this guy home. It's not bad.
Not bad.
It's not bad. But fucking excited what next year is gonna bring. We're not looking podiums, we're looking winning. So gonna soak this one in a little bit, gonna enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. That's the best way to support me. And we'll catch you soon. Time to celebrate.
Woo!